Students, our next topic is drift velocity of free electrons in a conductor. A metal conductor contains a large number of free electrons or conduction electrons or valence electrons whose number density is about 10 raised to power 29 per meter cube. At room temperature, these free electrons are in random motion within the body of the conductor like molecules of a gas. Some electrons move in this direction, some in this direction, some in this direction, some in this direction, some in this direction. Therefore, they are in random motion like molecules of a gas. The average thermal speed of free electrons in random motion at room temperature is of the order of 10 raised to power 5 meter per second. The direction of motion of these electrons, the directions of motion of these free electrons are so randomly distributed that average thermal velocity of these free electrons is 0. If u1, u2, u3, un are random thermal velocities of n free electrons in the metal conductor, then their average thermal velocity will be u1 plus u2 plus un upon n, which will be 0. As the average thermal velocity of the free electrons is 0, therefore there will be no net flow of electrons or charge in one particular direction in the metal conductor. Hence there is no current in the conductor. When some potential difference is applied across the two ends of the conductor, then an electric field is set up inside the conductor. Potential difference is applied by the help of cell or battery. The end to which negative electrode is connected, that end of the conductor become negatively charged, and the end of the conductor to which positive electrode of cell is connected, that become positively charged. When some potential difference is applied across the ends of the conductor with the help of cell or battery, an electric field is set up from positive end towards negative end. Due to this electric field, the electron which are negatively charged, they are accelerated towards positive end. These free electrons, they experience a force towards the positive end of the conductor in a direction opposite to electric field, because negative electron is attracted by positive end. Therefore they experience a force toward the positive end, which is direction of force is in the opposite to direction of electric field. Therefore they are accelerated from negative end to positive end. However, these accelerated electrons suffer frequent collisions against the copper atoms or ions, and they lose their gained kinetic energy. They again get accelerated due to electric field and lose their gained kinetic energy in the next collision, and so on. This process continues till the electrons reach the positive end of the conductor. Therefore, under the effect of electric field applied, free electrons acquire small velocities by virtue of acceleration due to electric field, in addition to their random thermal velocities. The velocity due to electric field and the velocity due to thermal motion, they are in different direction. Therefore electron describes a curved path between two successive collisions. Now the average thermal velocity of all the free electrons is not 0. When there was no electric field, average thermal velocity was 0, but when electric field is applied, then average thermal velocity of all the electrons is not 0, but it has a little value towards the positive end of the conductor. This is called drift velocity. Drift velocity is defined as the average velocity with which free electrons get drifted toward the positive end of the conductor under the effect of external electric field applied. Now the drift velocity of the electrons, this is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 4 meter per second. If V is the potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor of length L, then magnitude of electric field set up in the conductor is E is equal to V upon L. We know that potential difference between the 2 points, this is the amount of work done in carrying unit positive charge from one point to another. Now the work done is force into distance. Now force experienced by unit positive charge is E and distance length of the conductor is L. Taking L to other side, this becomes V upon L is equal to E. Therefore E is equal to V upon L. Now each free electron experience a force due to this electric field. This force will be minus E into E, because force experienced by a charge Q, this is F is equal to Q into E, where E is the electric field in which charge Q is placed. Now charge on electron is minus E, therefore F is equal to minus E into E. Negative sign shows that the direction of force is in a direction opposite to electric field intensity. If m is the mass of each electron, then acceleration of each electron is acceleration is equal to force upon mass. Force was E minus E upon m. Now due to this acceleration, this is the acceleration due to electric field. Now due to this acceleration, free electrons apart from their thermal velocity acquire additional velocity component in a direction opposite to direction of electric field. However, gain in velocity of electron due to electric field is very small and it is lost in next collision with atom or ion of the conductor. As a result, acceleration of electron is not proportional to external electric field applied. The positive ions of the conductor also experience a force due to electric field, but they cannot move as they are heavy and tightly bound in the metal. Therefore, at any instant of time, velocity acquired by the electron having thermal velocity u1 will be v1 is equal to u1 plus a tau 1, because v is equal to u plus at. Here u1 is the thermal velocity of the electron, a is the acceleration due to electric field, and tau 1 is the time elapsed since the electron has suffered its last collision with the atom or ion of the conductor. Similarly, velocity acquired by the other electrons in the conductor will be v2 is equal to u2 plus a tau 2, v3 is equal to u3 plus a tau 3, vn is equal to un plus a tau n. Now, average velocity of all the free electrons in the conductor under the effect of external electric field is drift velocity Vd of the free electrons. Therefore, Vd is the average velocity of v1, v2, v3, vn. Therefore, thus Vd is equal to v1 plus v2 plus vn upon n. Putting the value of v1, v2, vn, we can rewrite this as u1 plus u2 plus un upon n. As a is common, a come outside, this is tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau n upon n. As u1 plus u2 plus un upon n is equal to 0 from equation 1, putting a, and this can be written as tau. Tau is equal to tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau n upon n. This is the average time that has elapsed since each electron suffered its last collision with the atom or ion of the conductor while drifting towards the positive end of the conductor. And this is called average relaxation time, tau. Therefore, Vd is equal to a tau. Now substituting the value of a from equation 4. Substituting the value of a from equation 4, this is minus E upon m minus E upon m. इक्वेशन 4 से सब्सटीट्यूट करेंगे a की वैल्यू इस इक्वेशन में. Therefore this become minus E upon m into tau. Therefore drift speed will be Vd is equal to E tau upon m. In equation 8, negative sign shows that drift velocity is in a direction opposite to direction of electric field. Therefore this is the expression for drift velocity of electron in a conductor.